Bingo Airsoft Designs, designed to dominate.
Hi, this is Rudy with Bingo Airsoft Designs, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to swap the engine out on the Advanced System 5 airsoft gun. This is the chassis for the inline HPA engines, and inside this gun I have the Polar Star Fusion engine. So I'm going to show you how to install an HPA engine. Here's a jack, here's the Wolverine Inferno Gen 2, and we're going to put it inside this chassis and install it in the gun. So first of all, the chassis comes apart with 6 screws. You're going to want to have a Phillips number 1 screwdriver and a 2.5 hex key tool. This one's been opened already, so I'm going to just show you that there's 2 halves to it. You take the Inferno engine, and it just sits right inside there. The jack engine also fits right in there as well. The ProTech MK2 will fit, as well as the F1. Any of the cylinder engines will fit right inside this chassis. So I'm going to put the Inferno in here. These all use M4 nozzles, by the way. So everything needs to use a standard M4 nozzle. Set that right into the chassis. Put the other half right on there. Screw down the 6 screws. Okay, now that you've got the engine installed, you'll note that there's a circuit board mounted here on the back. This is sort of a universal circuit board. It handles both the Polar Star and the Wolverine. And it'll actually handle the ProTech as well, but you have to use a special wire harness for that. But both the Wolverine and the Polar Star wiring harnesses will plug right into this, and I'll show you that. So first, let's take out the engine in the AS5. Simply done, we're going to take off the upper and get access to the lower. There are 2 screws here that are used to remove the engine. First, I'm going to go ahead and take off the airline connector. And then I'm going to disconnect here on the circuit board 2 connectors. One is the wiring harness. This is the Polar Star Fusion engine wiring harness. And then one is this 3-line connector. There's a red, black, and yellow wire in it. This small little 3-line. Now this connects to the trigger mechanism down here in the gun. So you just disconnect these 2 wiring connectors. And then again, with your 2.5 millimeter hex key, you take out these 2 screws. Once these 2 screws are removed, the engine comes right out. There it is. Now this is the Fusion engine with its chassis that holds this in place. So you can actually, if you have a standard V2 Fusion engine, you just get this chassis, you can install it right into here, plug the solenoids right into the 2 solenoid plugs that are on the circuit board. One's colored black, that's where the poppet solenoid goes, and the other would be the nozzle. There's also a P and an N on the circuit board. The chassis also comes with this 90-degree elbow for the V2 Fusion engine, so you could put in an airline at an angle instead of having it come straight down. So that's the Fusion engine chassis. Now we want to install this chassis, which has an Inferno in it. The other thing you want to do, of course, is remove the wiring harness here and the FCU. So undo the grip door, pull out the FCU, and pull out the wiring harness. Now before you install the engine, you're going to want to put the other wiring harness in. So here's the Wolverine Inferno wiring harness. And really what you need to do is you hook this around. You can see where it goes right there. You hook it around so it comes right out the grip door. You sort of push it down inside here. And then if you kind of keep pushing it, it'll semi-guide itself right out through the grip door. There you go. Let's see. And if I flip this upside down, you can see that it's right here, comes right out the grip door. Alright, so you set this aside, and to install the engine chassis, the next thing you want to do is run your airline down through the airline exit hole that's here at the bottom of the AS5. So you just sort of guide it right into that. You can see it comes right out at the bottom. Now once that's through, you're going to take this trigger wire harness and feed it up here through the middle, just so it comes out the back. This just makes it easier to get at when it goes into the circuit board. There it is. Okay, airline comes out the back. Make sure your wire harness is out of the way, and then just sits right back down into the gun. All you then have to do is line up the 2 holes here and reinstall these 4 millimeter screws. Now once these two screws are in place, the engine's locked in, you just have to reconnect the harness and the trigger harness. The trigger harness goes into the 3 connector on the circuit board. There's only one connector that it'll fit in. For the Wolverine Fusion engine, for the Wolverine Inferno engine, you have its matching connector right here on the circuit board, and the red and the green, the yellow and the green go right into the engine here on the solenoid. Just plug that right in and tuck the wires away so they just don't get in the way of anything, and you're good to go. That's it. Once that's installed, you can then attach your FCU and attach your battery, but these would all easily fit right inside here in the grip. Put your grip door right back on. Take your upper, slide the upper right in place, put the handguard. That's it. Well, let's add the airline connector. Now it's all it takes to swap out the engine in the Advanced System 5 Airsoft gun.